The plan here today, I'm going to be doing a review and an install on this StarknightMT front windshield. I have the back windshield on. I was completely satisfied with from StarknightMT, so I'm going to try the front one. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is look at some of the packaging. Here's the installation. This is definitely the seal, and if you remember from my last video on the rear one, and we'll see if that's all of them. I have the seal, the windshield's down here, the seal, the plastic vents times 2 here and here. The screwdriver is in here, clamp times 6. Yes, there is 6 clamps. There's 2 clamps in each one of these bundles, so that is 6 clamps. And 14 self-tapping screws. I would say there's 14 of them in here. So looks like everything's there. There's the stickers that come with it. If you want to put them on, you can. If you don't, you don't have to. Step is to install these. Must be allowing airflow in. Now obviously I want this. Now this screwdriver did work, but at the same token I'm going to do another screwdriver. It's a little bit easier to operate. It's not like the other one didn't work, but I'm going to go this route here. The next step is really to install it on the frame. So we're moving right along here. I would like to say how easy these things seem to be to install with these type of clamps. I kind of like them. I know they hold well because they held on the back one. But what I want to make sure is my hood will open here, and it opens just fine. Closed. As you can see, that's open all the way, which I had it while I was running. This is closed. I had to adjust this screw right here to get it tight enough, and it says so in the instructions. So I did that one, which that way it remains closed. Okay, let's go for a test drive now and see how these air vents and everything work. I got them set all the way open. It is a hot day today. Nice and clear. Good and tight. Seal came out good. Everything seems to be good. Let's go for a ride. I do have a trail that goes through the back part of the property. Can't really fit a car through it. It's a little rough, so as you'll see, it bumps around a little bit, so I'm giving it a little bit of a test here. And then I get out to the back road, which the thing goes to, which is a dirt road. I'm gonna crank up the speed a little bit, put it in high gear, and make sure I don't have any unusual vibrations or it doesn't flap around. But it holds tight against the rails, so there is no noise or anything going across it. And in order to give it a full test, I'm going to go ahead and buzz down the road here, back down to the camp, make like a little square here, and give it a good test. That way I can get this up to full speed. You see the flaps a little bit out on the right-hand side there. You see where the Velcro is sticking out a little bit. I suppose those could always be trimmed off if you didn't like them. They don't really bother me, but I'm sure some people, for looks, may want to trim them off and make them even. I don't think that would hurt a thing. It might hurt if you were taking it on and off, make it a little bit harder to put it back on once you got it off. But that's the end of the test drive. I mean, somebody that knows what they're doing and they go it quickly, they could have this installed in 20 minutes. I mean, it's not very hard at all. You have, what, 14 screws and 6 clamps, and you tear off the film. That's it. It fits well. The air came through here extremely well. Naturally, the faster you go, the better the air comes through here. The seal was good down here. It's a good seal, so I don't have to worry about water coming up through. I have no complaints. I mean, it's relatively easy to put on. It acts like it's going to work good. It's certainly, it's an aftermarket windshield, so it's certainly cheaper than what the John Deere ones would be. Yeah, sure. I think I would buy one. I mean,